Pokémon Go. I can't wait to see what Nintendo has conjured up for us. A whole world of augmented reality with Pokémon. Let me just pull out the app and see what I've got. Fuck it. With Pokémon Go taking the world by storm the last couple of weeks, I thought it would be a great opportunity to take a look at the Pokémon spin-off games of days gone by. Case in point, Pokémon Puzzle League, developed by Nintendo for the N64 in the year 2000, was an interesting take on the Pokémon franchise. Using the gameplay of Tetris Attack, they decided to put a Pokémon skin from the anime on there, and a lot of people had a lot of things to say about it. It mostly got high praise, but a lot of people thought it didn't innovate enough in gameplay. Is that the case, or is this one of the best Pokémon spin-off games the world has yet to see? Let's find out in my mighty review of Pokémon Puzzle League. The game's story is simple. Professor Oak Skypes Ash and tells him about the Puzzle League Championship. Ash then runs into town and faces off against rivals, gym leaders, elite trainers, and more to become the Puzzle League champion. What do puzzles have to do with Pokémon? I don't know. Let's just say that this isn't exactly a game you play for deep and compelling storytelling. The artwork is well done, faithfully adhering to the anime's style. The puzzle village is themed like a major city from the anime, with each building offering something new. Different characters from the show and most of their voice actors reprising their roles make for an authentic experience, and not to mention this is one of the very few N64 games with FMV and full voice acting. And the character designs are still unique and well done enough for those who have never seen the anime before to enjoy the game anyway. The blocks are colored and designed clearly enough to prevent frustration while looking through them all, and the only real visual issues are the occasional frame rate drops during 3D games, although I do wish there was a bit more animation when you're playing the game and not just these static images in the background. Musically, the game is really solid, using instrumental tracks from the To Be a Master soundtrack and the anime that changes its speed and tone to match the gameplay. Unfortunately, with the N64's limited space for audio, there's a lot of repetitive dialogue. Get ready to hear a lot. Also, some of the Pokemon have some of the most irritating cries I have ever heard. There are some voice tracks that never get old though.
Play with me.
If you insist. Overall, the Pokemon theme does a good job setting things up for the game, but I have to wonder how they came up with this combination. The gameplay is sort of like a reverse Tetris and exactly like Tetris Attack. Lines of blocks rise up from the bottom of the screen and the player can switch two blocks that are horizontally adjacent. If this creates a vertical or horizontal line of 3 blocks or more of the same color, they disappear. By getting larger combos, special blocks, or longer chains, players can drop walls on their opponent that can only be converted into blocks by making a match next to them. The first player to have their blocks at the top of the screen for a small amount of time loses. If all that seems easy to you, just wait. This game can get insanely hectic, especially when competing against other players. The game's speed can be adjusted to your liking and skill level, and when walls are falling from above as blocks rise from below, even the most seasoned of puzzle gamers will start to sweat. While most of the gameplay is like Tetris Attack, Pokémon Puzzle League does have some unique and additional features that make it a great follow-up. First, with the N64's increased processing power, the cursor, blocks, and AI can move faster, making for much more intense gameplay. It also introduced 3D puzzles, which, while neat, aren't my favorite addition to the game, especially since the AI has bugs when playing in 3D mode and the controls seem to be much more jittery, but it was a good attempt to try and make something new from the series. But the Puzzle League is the mode most players are likely to try out first. In this mode, you go through a slew of characters from the anime Mortal Kombat style, defeating them in one-on-one 2D games. Difficulty here ranges from easy to super hard, and let me tell you, that ain't no joke. The easier modes do a great job of easing players into the game while still offering a challenge, while the harder modes make you want to throw your fucking controller out the goddamn window. Fuck you, Gary! Seriously, the gameplay is incredibly unforgiving in the end, with computer players raking in massive combos that no one else could even dream about. 26 is the highest I've seen them make, and honestly, I just sat there and watched for a while, wondering when my impending doom would come upon me. Still, the challenge does ramp up steadily and is fun all the way through. Even after losing for the 5th fucking time, Gary, there's only 8 badges in Kano. How'd you get 10? You're a dirty cheat and you fucking know it. When you're not going insane trying to beat that mode, you can always check out some of the town's other attractions. Professor Oak will show new players how to play the game in his lab, while Tracy will teach the player key combos and tricks in the Mirror Mansion. These skills can be tested in the Puzzle University, which gives players a limited number of block movements to clear the board, and some of these challenges are really tough. Meanwhile, there's Time Mode that has players attempt to score the most points possible within a time limit at a difficulty that they set, while Marathon just goes on forever. The final mode is Team Rocket's Spa Service. Here players will have to clear blocks below a certain line in both 2D and 3D puzzles. This mode itself could be considered its own secondary single-player campaign, with a final boss at the end and everything. All of these modes offer something new to the table and make for fun in their own way, and there's definitely something here for everyone. Finally, there's the multiplayer. Not only can 2 players compete against each other in both 2D and 3D modes, but each player can select from any of the puzzly characters and set their own difficulty and block speed. This is great as it allows for new players to be on a level in which they can compete with veterans. The competition is excellent and some of the best multiplayer the N64 has to offer, although I do wonder where the hell Agatha and Lance went in the lineup of Elite Four members. As far as the gameplay goes, I really only have one complaint, and that's the lack of anything Pokémon related. The trainer and Pokémon you select to battle with changes nothing but the artwork on the battle screen. It would have been nice to maybe have a mode where certain Pokémon have different abilities. Maybe Pikachu could charge up 3 or so combos to hold and then drop all at once, or maybe Alakazam could cause walls to float for a short period of time, or maybe Arcanine could burn walls down without having to combo them. It's a real shame when the Pokémon license isn't used to its fullest, despite having so much potential. Now that I think about it, that kinda sounds like something else I've been playing recently. Pokémon Puzzle League does a great job of adding to and advancing the gameplay of its predecessor, Tetris Attack, but at the same time it has faults with frame rate issues and really repetitive dialogue grinding on the nerves throughout the entire game. But those are just nitpicks when compared to the overall product being as fun as it is. You could spend hours just on single player, and the multiplayer rivals that of Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart in terms of fun and replayability. That's why my final rating for Pokémon Puzzle League on the N64 is 8.5 irritating Pokémon cries out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you enjoy everything that I put out, and I hope you subscribe to see some more. Be sure to be on the lookout for next week's nifty recipe based on this game, and as always, have a mighty nifty day today.